So as I mentioned, the current consensus among national and regional economists is that we are entering into a recession. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of media coverage of V-shaped scenarios and W-shaped scenarios. Those are useful concepts because, of course, they I think most usefully refer to a return to shelter-in-place and business closure directives that have a more pointed effect and a sharp effect on revenue collections and business activity. But right now we have 39 million people in the United States unemployed, and it has become clear in the last couple weeks that there is no quick path to return to the unemployment levels that we saw back in mid-March. So just as an example, I will say that the chair of the Minneapolis Federal Reserve Bank has gone on record last week saying that a V-shaped recovery appears to be off the table. Those are his exact words. So that is what has shaped our outlook for revenues for the coming year.
We obviously have spent significant time and continue to spend significant time on multiple things at the same time. Obviously, we're doing a 20 budget, tapping the brakes, in fact, slamming the brakes on spending this current fiscal year while trying to redo the budget we offered on March 10th for next fiscal year. At the same time, we are obviously looking beyond just next fiscal year, and I think are really working diligently to look beyond, the next several years. Obviously, I still contend we've got a bright future, but I'm more sure than I have ever been that we've got to reduce what we are doing in order to live that full potential long term. We've got to tighten our belts, especially during these times. We were first in the region to do that aggressively. We leaned forward in 20, as you may recall, in March and in April. Make no apologies for that, as difficult as it was. It was the right thing to do. I think we need to continue along that path. And with that said, just late last week, I asked Brenna and Mark and the rest of the budget team, a group of us who are spending a lot of time on this, to consider taking the current $5.6 million for fund balance use next fiscal year and working to cut that more like in half. I think that's really critical, quite frankly. The more we've thought about it, the more we've talked internally, the more we've looked not only in the region and the Commonwealth, but nationwide with what's happening. I think Ms. Erfurt is absolutely correct, telling us that we're in a recession. We need to act like that, and that means, again, more tightening of the belt, so to speak. The fund balance, of course, doesn't just replenish itself in the out years. We've got to control that. So I've, again, tasked folks. We'll be working through the remainder of this week and into next, and likely call councils two-on-two conversations about what that might look like. But I think we need to get additionally aggressive on fund balance and use of it in 21. We've got obviously lots of things to accomplish in the next several years. We've talked about them at length. We still have stormwater mandates as it relates to Pond D and other efforts to reduce phosphorus and nitrogen to meet our Chesapeake Bay mandates. We've got school capacity issues. Of course, that is a serious matter that needs our attention. Wastewater, obviously, we've continued those conversations as far as consolidation with Spotsylvania County. Those are not going away. We also have pressing salary constraints with public safety and others for that matter. We need to remain competitive even in a recession. We need to remain competitive. All of these things are forcing us again to really think about how we offer business, how we offer assistance to our community. And I believe, and just speak for myself, I firmly believe that we've got to contract and do less in the next couple of years, again, to get ourselves on strong footing as we continue to meet the needs of this community, so that we are prepared to maintain our bond rating and our financial standing with bond rating agencies, again, as we get into additional borrowing in future years.